Cool. All right, I'm gonna record it.
No, absolutely not.
All right, Evan Jager coming out fastest steeple since 2018.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
It felt good. It felt better just being at US Champs again and like running in a high level field with something big on the line in front of a crowd and on TV and everything or online. Just like being back at US Champs was a really good feeling. Just really happy and excited all weekend to just be back here and be healthy and have a consistent year of training under my belt and feel like I'm in a decent place coming in here instead of the last couple championship years kind of being at this point of the season and either already being injured or feeling like things were kind of hopeless already. So it's just fun to be back and feeling fit and competing at a high level again.
Were you aware of how close you were to that standard?
Yeah, that's why I sprinted the last 100 meters. Otherwise, I wouldn't have like kicked it in like that. I saw we were going to be, I think we were like 8:01, 8:02 with 200 to go, and I wanted to get through the water jump cleanly. Got through there, and I like checked the clock again. Around 100 meters, and I think I saw, like 8:18, and so I just tried to give it whatever I had. I guess it wasn't all out kicking, but I was just trying to kick to get under the time. And once I realized I wasn't going to get under, I was just like, whatever.
So how did that feel overall, running that time and being that close and getting confidence for those?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was the weird thing about this year. Like each race, I felt way fitter than what the results showed. Obviously, was not expecting 8:34 or whatever I opened up with, and then second Mount Sac race 8:27, and I just felt like it was a little cold and windy that day, and I was like, I just don't like running in the. I never really feel good running in the cold, and then obviously Portland was rainy and 60, and I knew I was way fitter than what the results showed at that race.
Yeah, you looked a lot more comfortable tonight than you did in Portland.
Yeah, I think part of like being at US Champs kind of gets me like in the zone a little bit more, but weather helped a ton. And both races, second Mount Sac and Portland, John Gay beat me by a few seconds, 3-4 seconds, whatever it was. And I could just tell by the way he was running, he's most likely in like 8:12, 8:15 shape. So I came away from Portland just feeling like I was probably in like 8:18 shape that day. Just obviously race was just awful weather and was not conducive to running that fast. And obviously running 8:23 championship style race. I definitely feel sub 8:20 shape, but
A little breezy tonight. Did you feel that out there at all?
yeah, a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. It was nice and warm, and I stayed in the pack and tried to stay out of the wind. But it's probably it's definitely gonna take sub 8:20 fitness to make this team. There's so many guys that are right at 8:20 or under already this year, college kids, and the pros. So it's gonna be a dogfight out there, and I think it's kind of part of the reason why it was so physical. Even running 8:20 is there's probably 8 guys in the field today that could run 8:20 or faster in my heat, and everyone's competing for those top 3-4 spots. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Have to go back and think about things with Jerry, how we think the race is going to play out, how we want to tackle tactics and tackle the race. So it'll be fun.
On the world stage, there's already a lot of guys running,
Yeah.
sub 8:05, and obviously a few sub 8s out there as well. But
Yeah.
how do you feel about that, being only a month away from the World Championship?
I mean, my main focus is just making the team right now. I feel like I've gotten fitter every couple of weeks, and each race helps kind of jump start my fitness and remind me what the steeple actually feels like running again. So I'm not looking forward to World Champs yet. It's going to be really hard to make the team, and that's my main focus.
Steve, what you're going to talk to Jerry about it? Is that basically like you're going to take the pace on if it goes slow because you're going to need that
No.
speed or not?
I don't know. That'll be something we talk about. I won't. I know I won't take it right from the gun. I don't think even at my peak I really ever felt confident taking a U.S. champs right from the gun and leading everyone. It's really hard to do. Even when I was in 8 flat, sub 8 shape, like leading from 3-4 laps out was always really hard. It's just not easy to do. So I'm definitely not. That's definitely not the way that I'm gonna run the time and finish top 3. So. Yeah, we'll have a lot to talk about.
At the same time, you have to balance it though, right? Because if you do
Maybe.
get third, but the time isn't there, like how are you, because you never had to deal with that sort of thing, how are you balancing that sort of stuff in your head?
I'm not worrying about it yet. Obviously, like today, I thought the chance was there to get the time, so I just made a game time decision to do that. It might be the same situation in 2 days where Jager gives me the freedom to make a game time decision, and I've always felt like my race tactics are pretty good, and I feel confident in like making those decisions. So yeah, not really sure. Like we just wanted to get through the final, and if the time was there, get it. But if not, don't worry about it. So we'll talk about it and figure it out.
And you're in the 5,000 as well. Is that
Yeah.
kind of a backup plan for you, or?
It's a little bit of a backup plan. It's also like it's there haven't been too many opportunities where I've been able to get the steeple out of the way and then go for the 5. We might look at it as like a good workout, fitness builder. We might look at it as just race it and see how well you can do. I don't know. We haven't really talked about it yet. It's mainly a backup plan, but like I don't know how I'm going to come off of 2 steeples in 2 days. So we'll see. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Does
Good
making
luck
this
in the final.
making this team seem like one of the biggest challenges of your career?
Racing wise, yeah, probably. I mean, going after medals was always a really huge challenge, and probably put more into that into those goals mentally and emotionally than trying to make this team. I feel like honestly kind of the road back to fitness and health has been like a bigger challenge for me these last 4 years than trying to make this team. So like I'm just very proud of myself for like sticking with it at this point in my career, and just fighting through all I've fought through the last 4 years just to get to this level of fitness and just being healthy. So I mean, that definitely took more of a toll on me than this race. Yeah.
I know you talked about before, like seeing the 820s and the 830s, but because the weather was bad.
Okay.
Because the weather was bad, it wasn't like a normal 820 or 30. But
Yeah.
like, what's it like seeing those times on the clock? Like, how did you keep yourself motivated seeing those marks that aren't typically, you know that's not you at your best?
I mean, the first one was demoralizing because that was definitely by far my slowest race ever, and I didn't think I was going to run that slow. But since then, it's been fine. I've just been looking at it as progress, and so just happy to be continuing to make progress and staying healthy in the meantime. I gotta go. Thanks.